Okay, we're back. Might have been a small little power outage. And it might happen again. Who knows though? Where were we? Where were we? Let's make sure everything's working. Is it? Everything's working. Everything is working fine. Thunder's pretty loud. Scary. Hopefully, everything's working. It's raining pretty hard outside. Is there a tornado watch? Let me check. Nope, just severe thunder. Okay. Let me look that everything's working now. I think it's working. Or is it laggy? I think it's working. No, it should be fine. Okay, now we're gonna duplicate this layer. Now we're gonna open it. Oh, it's a pencil. Why do I have a pencil? We need a darker gray. Not that dark. That's a loud thunder. Look at that. Now we get to draw the fishies. Little fish. Fish, fish, fish. We want to make these guys a little bit more thinner. A little bit more thinner. We'll shade him. Give him little faces too. Hmm. Okay. No, we want bright blue steel. Okay, not the best look. This might have to go through some trial and error. We might save this drawing for next stream and we can do a react to end the stream. A little bit of a long react. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Wah. Oh, 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 oh. Wah. It's picking up again. I'm just waiting for the power to go out again. It's gonna happen. Okay. Okay, it might be a dark one. We already watched that. Ooh. Okay, we have a pick between two that we can watch, and both of them are pretty long. Oh, never mind. We have three that we can pick from. Three. Let me... You know what this gives us? We can actually do something very cool. This is my first time doing it. It's a... There's Twitch poll stuff. Actually, no, that's not a poll thing, is it? No, it's not. I don't know how to do that stuff. Never mind. I'll just look at all three of them and think which one I want to do. Let me look. Let me switch this real quick. There we go. There we go. I think we'll watch this one. I was thinking about it, and this one seemed the most interesting. Let me pause this. Okay. So, what's another Dr. Insanity? We just love Dr. Insanity. And it's man shoots homemade gun, accidentally kills girlfriend. So it's not a, it's not a happy one. But it's interesting. Because homemade gun? What type? Do I have to censor gun on YouTube? Probably not. Oh well. Let me look at one more thing before we react. Ogie. We ball. We ball.
That shoes down there. What's going on? I see blood all over your hands. What's going on?
This is 30-year-old Nathan Fry. Just minutes earlier, police had responded to a fatal shooting and found him bloodied and too shocked to speak.
Our victim is here with a shot to the head. It looks like a large amount of brain matter on the ground.
What officers don't yet
Oh, it was a headshot. That's terrible.
realize is that Nathan isn't just an innocent bystander.
Those blue eyes, Lord.
He was a vigilante with a murder plot that left the wrong person dead.
What you're telling me doesn't match what Shannon's telling me. It's not matching what Christopher's telling me. Nate, listen to me. I'm trying to help you.
Nate jumped up on the bed, steps back 2 feet, and then I hear bang.
Who just fired the arm, Nathan or Chris?
Well, that's what we're going to figure out, okay?
One of you guys better take them away before I see them, because I will kill them both.
On November 6th, 2022, a distraught woman called 911 reporting that a fatal shooting had just occurred in her house.
911 location of your emergency.
We need an ambulance. Somebody's been shot.
Are they outside or inside?
No, they're inside the house.
Okay, is someone there at least controlling the bleeding?
I don't know.
Okay,
I
do you
don't
know where
We
they
can
were
see
shot
ambulance
at?
now. She's in the chest or somewhere. It's in her head.
She's shot in the head?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh my
Is
God.
she awake at all?
With a shotgun. Oh my
Shot in the
God.
head with a...
I've never heard of someone surviving a shot to the head from a shotgun, if it wasn't just a graze from one of the pellets.
A shotgun.
Yes.
Was this accidental? Is the gun still on scene?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, I just want to request that no one touch that weapon. I do have law enforcement and medical heading to you, okay?
Officers rush to the scene where they're met by a man seemingly in a state of complete shock.
Come on over here. Where's everyone else at? They're downstairs? Okay, just sit.
I mean, right now, I'm gonna guess it was completely on accident. Well, it does say accidentally in the title, but I'm gonna guess it was on accident.
Shoes down there. What's going on? I see blood all over your hands. What's going on?
They just got in an argument and started throwing things.
Who did?
Chris.
Oh, her and Chris? Okay.
Hachinobu. I was having a snack. The power went out, Shinobu. It's a terrible thing. It was just a giant... Well, it wasn't even that much thunder. I think it's just a big thing of lightning. And then, boom! Entire room went dark. But we just started reacting to... Man shoots homemade gun and accidentally kills his girlfriend. Because I was trying to draw the fish. And then I got mad that the fish weren't fitting in it. So we're ending with a react. I think it's going to be a pretty good ending.
He started arguing. He got close and loud and picked up something and threw it. And
Were you in the room?
I had just gotten it back.
Okay. Did he pick up a rifle? Or a shotgun or what? Alright.
Very
Just come
unlucky.
over here. I'll put you in the car.
The first person officers encounter at the scene is Nathan Fry, who appears extremely shaken, claiming a man named Chris was arguing with someone inside the house before gunfire erupted.
But he's the boyfriend. So he's trying to he's trying to get out of it. It kind of sounds like. I'm pretty sure this is the boyfriend that I was looking at, so to be honest, he could just be shocked that it went off. And it 100% could just be shock, and adrenaline. And he's just saying stuff because high on adrenaline. But, first reaction is, he's trying to get away with it.
this point, officers have no idea who Chris is, but they would very soon uncover just how central he is to everything.
Oh.
Suspecting Nathan might have been involved in the shooting, officers quickly detain him. Meanwhile, more witnesses begin to exit the house. One of them is Shannon, the woman who called 911. She also lives in the home and was a close friend of the victim.
Oh.
But what Shannon is about to tell the officers doesn't align with Nathan's claims.
Okay, what was going on?
We're up there fighting.
Okay. Anybody else see it?
No, I heard it.
Okay.
In my room, and obviously Nate pulled out the shotgun.
Why did... If Chris and her are having an argument, why is Nate even a part of it? And was he just pointing it at the group, being like, "Stop arguing," pointing the gun at them, and then it misfired, or supposedly misfired? It's an accident, I'm pretty sure, but can't be too sure. We don't know the whole story yet.
I don't know what happened.
Nate pulled out the shotgun?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Because everything, he's got Jim's mad all over him.
How did oh, okay.
Chris,
Oh. That's bad. Oh.
Chris says he pulled it out?
yeah, he's always carrying around weapons.
Oh.
Nathan is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's got a history?
Just have a seat right there. Who else is inside besides Chris?
Shannon tells officers that Nathan pulled the trigger, but admits she didn't witness it herself. She only heard it from Chris, who, unlike the others, still hasn't come out of the house.
Oh. Well, now this is interesting. So she's going off what Nate... Okay, so this is kind of an interesting one. So we have two stories. One is against Chris. Well, Nate didn't say who shot. He just said he heard shots. But he is a part of the argument. It sounds like towards the end. But that's what Chris said. So...
Officers grow concerned and request additional units as a precaution before quickly surrounding the home and ordering Chris to come outside.
Chris, come on over this way, man. Okay, come on over here. Come to me, son. Make sure you got no weapons. Okay. So what happened, man?
Talking about opportunities that are taking me in.
Right.
Oh?
Got upset. Came at me. Back.
Oh, so it... So because of a little push... Well, she came at... Well, from Chris's story, she came at Chris. And then I'm guessing Nate tried to defend his girlfriend after Chris pushed her away because she was getting aggressive about an argument about opportunities?
Shotgun. Saw the gun go off. I thought he loaded it with some kind of water. Sprayed down. Bad.
What?
Okay.
I realized I hadn't been shot.
Okay. Go ahead and go. Okay. Do me a favor. I don't want you talking to anybody else, okay?
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and have a seat over here by the front of this Dodge Durango, please. Right over here.
In an unclear ramble, Chris claims that Nathan pulled the trigger and fired the shot, and the victim's blood was sprayed all over him. But just moments earlier, Nathan told officers it was Chris who had been arguing with the victim, suggesting he was more involved than he let on. With both of them pointing fingers at each other, officers grow increasingly skeptical and decide to dig into their backgrounds.
Yeah, but I feel like since Chris didn't say anything like, well, Chris was like, I heard a gun go off. He didn't point fingers on who shot. Use
That's when they uncover a troubling detail about Chris. He had a
Oh.
history of domestic abuse and prior incidents at this very address. He's far from a neutral witness. With both Nathan and Chris now detained, officers begin securing the scene. Inside, they're met with a grisly sight.
Report police! Report police! This way.
Oh.
Alright, she's getting here. Alright, you wanna go right there? Yeah, it's obvious. Yeah. And there's a lot of blood on the ground, so.
Yeah.
So our victim is here with a shot to the head. Looks like large amount of brain matter on the ground.
Oh.
Shotgun. That's what initially is being said. Yes.
The victim is 44-year-old Jennifer Lee, a resident of the home and a mother of 2. It turns out the police department was familiar with this address, having responded numerous times to heated confrontations involving Jennifer, her ex-husband Chris, and her current boyfriend Nathan.
That's an interesting household. That's a... I feel like that household's just made for confrontation, basically. Not to this extent that you can guess, but like, that's that has to be a pretty heated household for most of the time.
Indicated Jennifer shared a complicated history with both men, and more recently, tensions had escalated. On several occasions, Nathan reportedly stepped in during conflicts between Jennifer and Chris. But on this day, the line between protector and aggressor would blur, as detectives later learn how things tragically went off course. For now, though, officers had to break devastating news to Jennifer's son, who had just arrived at the scene.
See, there's no easy way to say this, but there was some kind of altercation in your mom's room, and a firearm was discharged, and your mom was passed.
Oh no.
Grandma coming.
Who just fired the arm, Nathan or Chris?
Well, that's what we're gonna figure out, okay? That's what we're gonna figure out.
One of you guys better take them away before I see them, so I will kill them both.
Okay, we'll take care of it, okay? Hey, your brother's right around the corner.
Okay, I'm gonna take it to my wife's inside.
Oh.
Overwhelmed by anger and grief, Jennifer's son leaves the scene after hearing the tragic news. Minutes later, Jennifer's mother would also arrive at the scene, completely unaware that her daughter was gone.
Natalie? I'm here. Second, real so I can talk to you. Real quick.
Izzy, shut up.
This is Jared Horton. He's one of our chaplains here.
Hi.
Okay.
Somebody's dead.
Yes.
Who?
Jennifer.
Oh, God, no.
Clearly heartbroken by her daughter's murder, Jennifer's mother is comforted by officers. Meanwhile, one of them steps away to inform Nathan and Chris that they'll be taken in for questioning. That's when Nathan makes a troubling claim.
Hey, Nate. For everyone's safety, where did you put this shotgun at?
I didn't have a shotgun.
You didn't have a shotgun? Okay, you told me earlier you put it away.
They had it put away.
Who put it away?
Jen.
And had the gun put away? Okay. And how did somebody get shot if the gun got put away?
I don't know. They were fighting all night.
Okay. But all I'm worried about right now is where the gun is. Because that place is a disaster. Just walking in there to search, I don't want the gun to go off.
I don't see no more.
Okay. You don't know where you put it?
I didn't put it anywhere.
Okay. All right. Hang tight then.
This is
Nathan
a hard one.
insists that he never even had a gun. a claim directly contradicting his earlier statement about what happened inside the house. Because of this inconsistency, officers suspect Nathan isn't telling them the whole truth. But this would only mark the beginning of growing uncertainty around his true role in the fatal shooting. But before we continue, life can change in an instant. That's what happened in November 2021, when a father of two was tragically shot and killed while attending a pop-up party held at an Orlando business complex that lacked proper security. His grieving family needed help fighting for accountability, facing powerful property owners. They turned to the sponsors of today's video, Morgan & Morgan. Their experienced
He gets sponsored by them a lot.
and secured an $11
I mean, kind of makes
million
sense
verdict for the
with
family.
his
If you're seriously hurt because
all
someone
stuff is
else
about
was
law, so
negligent, your injury could be worth millions. They don't settle for lowball offers. They fight for the maximum compensation you deserve if you become their client. And crucially, unless they win your case, the fee is absolutely free. You pay nothing if they don't win for you. They've achieved significant verdicts recently. They won $12 million for a car crash victim in Florida and $26 million in Philadelphia,
we're back.
often
We
getting
are
30
back.
or 40 times more than the insurance companies initially offered. Wondering if you have a case? It takes only a few minutes to find out. You can start your claim now with Morgan & Morgan by visiting www.forthepeople.com/insanitybodycam found in the description, or by scanning the QR code on the screen. With that said, let's get back to the investigation. So, to get to the bottom of how Jennifer ended up dead, officers transported both Nathan and Chris for questioning. Chris was taken to a nearby fire station, both to collect his bloodied clothing as evidence and hear his full account of the shooting. But what Chris says next would introduce...
So I feel like they're believing Chris way more than they're believing Nate. Maybe because Nate has, like, the contradicting stories, but... I don't know, this is a hard one.
There's a new possibility to the officers, that Jennifer's death may not have been intentional at all.
You came upstairs this morning, or this afternoon, and then make something to eat. You said you then went in and checked in with Jen, looking for a cigarette, and then you told her you found the saw.
Yep.
Is that when she initially made the comment?
That was, yeah.
And when you talked to Jen, where was she at?
She was in her room.
She's in her room.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was in the room?
Her and Nate.
A saw?
And she started to shut down. Or, well, she started to do other stuff while I was talking. And she stopped me and said, "Fine, I get it. I'm a horrible person. Shannon's your support person. And I'm done. Leave me alone." She got up, came towards me, and looked like she was going to swing, and I kind of curled back, and I pushed her back into the room towards her bed, and out of the corner, I see Nate jump up on the bed, steps back about 2 feet into the middle of the bed, and then I hear bang when I...
Wait, so he had the shotgun ready? Wait, it's just... So you saw the, like, altercation happening with the girlfriend, you know? Like, I mean, like she's, like, going up in his face and stuff. And he's... Well, what Chris says is, you know, the swing. He thinks she's gonna swing. And he has it ready by the bedside. A makeshift gun. With, presumably, if it's makeshift, there's no safety. And it's loaded already. I bet he was aiming at the ex-husband. And Jen, she stands up right when he shoots. I think that's probably how it happened.
Thinking I'm dead, I feel water. I think Jen coming at me, and back, he just got scared. And he had to...
That is true.
Obviously, operational gun in his hand, jumps up, stumbles because he's on a soft bed. points the gun, pulls the trigger, and Jen stepped back to hit me. And
Oh.
she...
Oh, I feel so bad for him. Oh. He's clearly traumatized for that. I mean, anybody would be. Even the boyfriend is traumatized because it's probably accidental. I know it's easy access under a mattress, boneless. But like... I don't know. I feel really bad for him because that's just a terrible situation to be in. Because he didn't like... He wasn't like he wasn't physically aggressive. He was just, trying to argue about something. And then it all just kind of spiraled. I think to be honest, I'd put all the blame on the boyfriend. Just because, like, who pulls out a gun then? What, like, who pulls out a gun? Find a real job, get up at 6 and go looking? What? Yeah, verbally, like, he was the one that was starting the argument. Like, he was the aggressor with the argument, like, with words, but not, like, she came at him, but then, be there 3 hours before they open? Open where? Yeah, it doesn't warrant deadly force. That's why I'm saying I think the boyfriend's the aggressor. Kenny, what are you talking about, Kenny? Weirdo. Weirdo. No, yeah, it doesn't warrant deadly force.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
No, he is not boneless. He's a first-time chatter.
According to Chris, the shooting was accidental. He explains that he and Jennifer were once married and that their relationship had long been marked by conflict. Things only got worse, he says, when Jennifer began dating Nathan, the man he now claims killed his ex-wife. He also says that all three live under the same roof, in what he describes as a chaotic household shared with several other residents.
Oh, yeah, the household was just, like, it's not like... I mean, I feel like the household, like, mashup of people was just, like, calling for something bad to happen, Bad advice to follow, do not follow. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna follow that, Kenny. Don't you worry. I won't follow that. No, yeah, just having, like... I don't know. Like, living with an ex and then getting, like, a boy... I feel that's just asking for a lot of trouble. No, I do. I suggest that too, Kenny. At my previous job, I always got there like 30 minutes early because I had to hype myself up because it was customer service, and I'm not good at talking to people. So I'd hype myself up for 15 minutes, and then I'd go in 15 minutes early. That's usually what I did.
At this point, officers are deeply conflicted. Chris has a documented history of domestic violence and was found covered in blood, but despite that, multiple witnesses claim it was Nathan who pulled the...
Yeah, but this witness, I forgot her name, sorry, but she was saying she heard from Chris, so it's a second-hand witness. It's not like she didn't actually witness anything, she just heard it. What she's saying is like, would it be called hearsay? I think. I don't know, she's not like, you can't, she's not a neutral witness. A toxic situation with the people around you? Are you drunk, Kenny?
Trigger killing his girlfriend Jennifer. Meanwhile, Nathan hasn't accused anyone, but his shifting
that's why I thought it
story
was
and
weird.
failure to provide a consistent explanation have raised serious red flags. By now, investigators believe Nathan is the more likely shooter based on witness statements, the location of blood spatter, and the brain matter found on Chris, suggesting he was standing nearby when Jennifer was shot. But the only question is whether it was intentional.
And you know the
It'd be weird if he intentionally killed his girlfriend. I don't know what the motive would be. Unless he had, like, some mental snap where he just wanted the argument to stop. Kenny, that's exactly what I like doing, yeah. I like working in the back, or, like, where it's, like solo work, or, like, a small team type of work. Because the work I do now is, like, it's with 3D printing, so I'm just by myself with the 3D printers. And that's nice, because there's no, like, customers. I don't deal with the customers. I just give the print, and then it goes and sells. And I don't like answering phones either. I don't. Anything where it's like, because, like, there's a lot of, there's a lot of bad people, and a lot of people that are really rude, and it just kind of sticks, Just kind of stinks. Ooh, yeah. I used to do remodeling work, and I actually really like doing remodeling. So it's like, wiring up the lights in the ceiling, and, like, tearing down walls, and then getting the drywall back up after tearing out, the old, like, rotting walls. That was fun. You don't talk to anybody. You just put music in, and you work with, like, 3 other guys. Drinking for the stream start. I want some. Drinking. Just Bush Apple. Oh, actually, it's not Bush. It's Keystone Light Apple. I usually like nicer beers, but it's cheap, so I like it. Yeah, I want to see the homemade gun. Like, it's some sort of shotgun. Some sort of shotgun. Yeah, they're either rude or just like they don't know how to say what they want, and they expect you to read their minds. And it's just kind of like, man, I'm just a fast food worker, man. Like, I can't read your mind. Like, tell me, like, try to explain it, And it's like, with some of that work, it's like you can't assume, because, like, if you assume some of their order and you get it wrong, then they get more mad at you. But, like, they'll get mad if you don't assume at all. Yeah. Oh, I've gotten not like really mad, but no, I 3D print for a medical thing. So I 3D print for a hospital. But it's a resin printer too. So it's not like a PLA. So it's a little bit more of a safety hazard. Not too much, but I'm not 3D printing beef. No, Kenny, I'm not 3D printing beef. There's a really cool. I mean, it's a different hospital has it. What's not a different college has it. That's a little far away from me, but they have a bio 3D printer, and it's so cool. Like, they 3D print little hearts, or like heart tissue, and you can see it beat. It's really cool. I knew what I was doing, but I ain't work on a parking lot for free. Yeah, especially lit. Yeah, it's like, but sometimes you get really nice customers, and that just makes it like your day a whole lot better. And then you get like a really shitty one, and that just kind of ruins your day. Moo hearts. Little cow hearts.
There must be an audio video recorded, right? Okay, so you say this all started last night.
I think because Chris was on one.
Chris was on one? What do you mean on one?
He was just ranting and raving, going through everything.
Like, he's not like, he's not pointing fingers, but he's kind of like subconsciously like he's lightly pointing towards it being Chris's fault, but not really out saying it. It's just kind of weird. I don't like. What does he expect Chris to say?
They were waiting. I woke up this morning to them talking, and then he got more aggressive and louder. He got closer. She jumped up, George on her, started yelling, told him to get out.
So far, everything Nathan says matches what Chris shared in his interview.
Mm-hmm.
That is, until he says this.
I don't know. I didn't shoot anyone.
Then who did?
Cool customer straight up answers. You can go to a Nerf gun section and get the shotgun. I have one that could actually really fire real actual casings. Really, Kenny? I didn't know that. That's crazy. Oh my lord. Yeah, I feel like if it was an like, you know, plastic, wouldn't that just like implode on itself? Or the barrel would just like shatter and like yeah, we have not enough information to assume here, but it's like, I don't know. Hmm.
I don't know.
Did you?
That's just. I feel like that answer he just gave with the I don't know, that's. I mean, it's all just pointing to him, really. If you don't know who shot, then like, and you're right there in front of it, like, how do you not know who shot? I'll 3D print you a new heart, Kenny. Don't worry, you'll get a new heart soon. I'll 3D print 3. Yeah, he already messed up. Yeah, because that's already illegal. I'm not registered.
You accidentally pull the trigger? Were you trying to make Chris stop?
I don't use weapons or anything. But I get.
That's a lie. I think there's like 3 witnesses that said that he carries around guns, and he has a problem with having weapons with his person. So he's kind of screwed. He's kind of screwed.
Okay, so understand this: pieces of her face and brain are on all over Chris. Okay.
Oh.
He was on the other side of her when she was shot. You've already told me there was just 3 people in that room: you, Jennifer, and Chris. Did you not love her? Did you not love her? Okay. I know you didn't try to kill her. I know you did.
Okay, so now he breaks. You can make a homemade gun. People do it with AR platform all the time, but the lower receiver needs a. Yeah, that's why I was like, you need a serial number. And don't you have to? Doesn't registering for a serial number you have to pay for that? Yeah, you get the mad customers that don't back, like, they just have, sometimes you get customers that have just a big ego, you know? Like, like, they can't possibly be wrong. And it's just like, everybody's wrong sometime in their life, usually a lot. And it's like, just own up to the like, you don't even have to own up to it, just be like, oh, okay, sorry. And then, but some people just don't back down. Go Best Buy, look at one of those terabyte cards, they tell me not run on my phone. And it works. $200 tax. Okay. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh my lord, Kenny. No, there's a lot of underqualified people in some places. Especially with technology. Like, There's so many ways you can find loopholes with some stuff. I knew that. Boneless. I knew about suppressors. You got 2 people in my chat. You're so nice, Kenny. But I'm not too much of a gun fanatic. I used to collect shotguns. And right before, I think it was right before I got into a car accident, I was trying to buy a break action shotgun. It is really cool. Oh, it was so cool. But I just have a Beretta. Yeah. And I have a Beretta and then 2 break actions. The break actions are nice. No, it's not an old one. They have like no, it's a new one. It's a new I think they're like 700. Well, that was actually a while ago. They're 700. They're probably like 1,000 something now, but they were new and they're really cool bolt action shotguns. They were cool. I really wanted one, but alas, we are here and I have no bolt action.
And tried to hurt her. You were probably trying to protect her. I'm aware of what Chris has done to her in the past. For Jennifer's sake, for her memory.
No, Kenny, that's the Beretta. But let me search it up. I forget what the brand was. Bolt action shotgun. It was... It's the Savage Arms 220. I think that's the one I was looking at. Really? Sticky darts. Yeah, it's called Savage Arm. There's a 20 gauge, 22-inch barrel bolt action. Oh yeah, this was the one I wanted. The Taz 106. Let me look that up. Is that the one that's... Oh no, that's not the trench shotgun, but... 06. Shotgun. Oh, it's in Tarkov too. Let me look at it. Oh, that one. Oh, that's a sick shotgun. Oh my lord. Plastic Nerf shotgun. Oh, you're talking about the spring for that. Yeah. And then, well, is this the other gun that I was trying to buy? It's a bit of a stupid gun. Like, it's not like, well, I don't think it has problems with it. Well, when I was looking at it, not a lot of people bought it because, like, who needs it? But it's a triple barrel shotgun. So it was 1 over, 2 under. It was really cool. Do you have to know the blood type when you print the heart? No. With the heart tissue, it would be... You would want to get a biopsy first. If, like, it was... Like, they haven't actually 3D printed a heart and put it in a person yet. It's mainly... Like, they mainly have been just testing it, I'm pretty sure, with... They've 3D printed other organs. I'm pretty sure they 3D printed... What they 3D print? Was it a kidney? I forget what they 3D printed something, but with heart, you'd want to do a biopsy, and then you take their heart, the patient's heart cells, and you would grow that, and then you'd use that culture as the 3D print. Gun weapons, they run out of bullets pretty quick. Swords are pretty cool. I've always wanted like a katana or a gladiator sword from like Rome. The Benelli. The Benelli. We love the Benelli. Okay, we continue.
Be honest here, son. I know you didn't mean to do it. There was only 3 of you in the room.
The officer is well aware of Chris's documented history of abusing Jennifer, making the possibility that Nathan may have acted to protect her more plausible. Believing the shooting may have been an accident, the lead detective prepares a strategy. He plans to frame the incident as deliberate, hoping that if Nathan is hiding something, he'll push back and
That's pretty good. So yeah. That's actually really smart. Oh, wow. Any game with shotgun BF 41060 on Operation Locker? Yeah, you do gotta practice with your tools. If you don't practice, what's the use of having them? For a handshake from him.
finally reveal the truth. It's a psychological tactic, and one that just might work. Because as officers are about to learn, there's more to this so-called accident than anyone.
Wait, look, this is a shotgun. This is it. So it's a break action. There's no trigger guard. Okay. And it's a single shot. What is that, 12 gauge? I can't really tell. I'd have to look down the barrel. I don't know how thick the barrel is or something like that. It could be a higher or lower gauge. I do not know. I'm not too in tuned anymore. I kind of forgot all my knowledge about guns. But I know it doesn't have a trigger guard, so I'm guessing when he jumped onto the bed with it, he like slipped because it was like a soft, soft bed. And when he like fell down a little bit, it just like, because you can't really do like, you put your pointer finger out. He probably just had it resting right here, and when he fall, he just clenched his hand, and it probably did it. Like a .41. I think I have a 140 charger, but it's really nice. Like, it charges it really fast for me. Put my game systems upward. I know that's not good for my game systems. I keep them horizontal. Yeah. I keep all mine. Oh, you keep yours horizontal? Wait. Yeah, I keep mine horizontal. I think the only system I've put vertical was the PlayStation 5. They are slow. Unless you have like... Isn't there like drum magazine ones? Where it's like a giant load of them? Yeah, that's what I was about to say, Boneless. This isn't a homemade gun. This is... Like, they say homemade because you put duct tape on it. Oh, you're trapped in ad jail. This is just... I wouldn't say it's homemade. It's just a... Like something like you'd buy in a bargain bin. But it's probably like they probably called it a makeshift one just because of the just the duct tape for it. Probably nothing else much.
Has let on.
Chris is telling me you picked it up, you aimed at it, and you shot him. You shot at him, and then you hit Jennifer by mistake. That's homicide. That's murder. You first told me you knew nothing about the gun or how it happened. Now your statement's getting a little closer to what Chris said. So we need to stop lying, because it's not going to help you with what you're going to be charged with. You need to be clear here. You need to be honest. Chris says you pick the gun up, you start to point it at him and you trip on the bed.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just pointed the gun at him to make him leave, to make him stop. Is that what happened then? Okay, you were not wanting anybody to get shot. Because that makes a lot more sense.
I already kind of guessed it was a accidental. Well, I mean, because of the title, but it's like I feel like the last thing I'd do with a gun in my hand is jump on a bed. Because I already know beds aren't stable like that. But he's probably doing it for show. Get an advantage, a height advantage. Maybe he was thinking. Who knows? Hmm.
And when you pointed the gun at him, is that what you felt?
Is he gonna admit?
Do you believe so? You have to speak up. I know you can speak up louder. Come on.
I believe so.
You believe so? So,
You know, I do have a little bit of sympathy for the boyfriend. He did, you know, everyone does stupid stuff. But if you do stupid stuff that ends in the loss of another life, then it's like you kind of just you have to take accountability. Like, come on, you know, there's consequences to actions. Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse. What? The revolver that shoot. That sounds really cool. I did almost buy a AR, but then I just started like after, you know, brain damage, I just kind of like they told me no loud sounds for a bit, so then I just kind of lost my wanting for guns. Ooh. Also the hobby's expensive. But almost every hobby's expensive if you're lavish enough, I guess.
this shotgun sounds like it belonged to Stewart, the gentleman that just recently passed away, right? A lot of his firearms were either destroyed or damaged in their house fire that they lost, right? So you were working on some of them, trying to get them. They were damaged, it sounds like, in the fire. Okay. How about the shotgun? How many times do you guys take the shotgun?
It's still iffy.
It was still iffy? What do you mean iffy?
Why would you... What? What? If it's iffy, why are you... Okay, if it's iffy, one, why is it in your room? Maybe that's not... Yeah. And then two, like, what? Why are you using an iffy gun? Push down, why would somebody throw a perfect gun away? Maybe it's hiding evidence. If he fucked up, he could have lost his hand. Yeah, it would have been really bad.
You know, it's not fully put together with the actual stock underneath it.
For that shotgun to fire, you have to cock the hammer back.
You have to... Where's the hammer? Wait. Oh, right. Wait. Well, now it's a little bit more sus. Because, yeah, there's no intent to shoot Jennifer, but if he cocked back the hammer, then he could get, you know, manslaughter for Jennifer, and then it would be attempted murder of Chris. Well, I know it's a break action, but you can see up, like, right here, there's a hammer.
What's very touchy?
This gun, this one doesn't have anything where you're securing it.
Alright, test the gun, see if it's good.
Loose.
What's loose?
The mechanism stuff.
I understand it's very touchy, but
I feel like our boyfriend here doesn't know really how guns work, and it doesn't sound like he's really a gun fanatic. It sounds like he's LARPing, and he was fooling around with guns with no knowledge of doing so, and he shouldn't have been.
pressure in that spring that you would. There's no
You
way that
might
the
have,
hammer
Kenny.
could fall back on its own. Did you pull the hammer back?
No,
Then how did the hammer get pulled back?
it was already pulled back.
Why do you... Why? Why is it... Why? Like, the main question I keep saying is why? Why is it... Okay.
Obviously, you had your finger on the trigger.
There's no trigger guard. Anything.
There's no trigger guard?
No.
Yeah, no trigger guard, so...
Missing a lot of pieces. I just picked it up and grabbed it.
Understand. So I can understand no trigger guard and the trigger could get hit. But
I did not pull a hammer back intentionally.
Him asking intentionally was just... Were we talking about the video? Not my class. I found seeing the trash while working. I thought we were talking about your Nerf gun. Manslaughter for using a plastic Nerf gun shotgun. Yeah, common sense does tell scary stories. Well, him saying the intentionally part at the end is just kind of... It makes it more sus. To me. He had not pulled it back intentionally. So, then if that is true, then he won't get attempted murder. He'd only get manslaughter. I'd say. But...
I would not go that far. And I've told them that multiple times.
He said he would not go that far. Why grab the gun in the first place? Why grab the gun in the first place? If you weren't going to go that far. Yeah, to scare him, but like... come on. I don't think so, Kenny. I don't think he knows how guns work. Because when he's asking him what's finicky about it, like what's weird about the gun, like what makes it sensitive, he doesn't, like, he's just like the mechanisms. He doesn't say anything, so I don't think he doesn't know guns. Or the parts in it. So, I don't know.
all right, man.
In a strange turn of events, the situation finally began to make sense. The shotgun recovered at the scene wasn't a standard firearm and appeared to be partially rebuilt, missing several key components. It was the same weapon Nathan had been working on himself, an unstable, unfinished shotgun with no reliable trigger system.
No reliable trigger system. There's ones you need a thumbprint to make it go? That's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. If there's no... I'm sorry, this is just like... If there's no reliable trigger system, why have the gun loaded in the first place? Why? Like, where's the common sense here? Where is the gun safety here? No, Kenny, that's the chat notification. Not a real cat. It's you. You guys make it meow. Like, see, let me type in chat right now. See? I wish I had a cat. Kenny, do you have pets? I wish I had a cat. I have dogs. Actual real shotgun real life. I would rapid fire the shotgun quite quick. I don't bone this. Sadly enough, I don't. 2 of my roommates are deathly allergic. So, no cats for me. And I'm not living with any animals. Besides my roommates. But, my family has dogs. We got a new puppy. like 2 weeks ago. So that's nice. But no kitty. When I move out of here, I like I think my lease is up in a year. Then I'm gonna get a cat. It does suck for them. Why put guns in video games? 'Cause it's fun. Too bad they're about to be homeless. Kick them out.
Nathan tells officers he was trying to protect Jennifer during an escalating argument between her and Chris. After Chris pushed her, he grabbed the shotgun, hoping to scare Chris off by pointing it at him, but in the chaos, he lost his footing and the unstable weapon discharged, killing his girlfriend,
Oh my
Jennifer.
lord.
And just like that, he confessed to firing the shot that killed her. With all witness accounts largely consistent and Nathan admitting to accidentally firing the gun, he was ultimately convicted of 1 count of first-degree manslaughter and 1 count of first-degree unlawful possession of a firearm. On February
Oh, no attempt to murder. Well, I mean, no, that makes sense. Because he didn't pull the trigger. It's, you know, since there's no, or it's a not good trigger mechanism. I don't know if he made his own gun. Like it's missing components and is in a house fire. So again, why have the gun loaded if it's not like? Yeah, he does not know how to build a gun. I don't think he knows anything about guns. I mean, if the trigger mechanism is faulty, where it could misfire at any time, why leave it loaded? Why leave it loaded next to your bed? Why?
February 8th, 2024, just weeks after his plea, Nathan Fry was sentenced to 12 years in prison. As for Chris,
Really? It'll just fire if you wiggle it? Oh my lord. I never heard of the P320. That's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, wow. And he got 12 years. Oh, jeez. Boneless. I didn't... Oh, wow. $12 years is pretty... I mean, for manslaughter... I know a lot... Some people... to be honest, I have no opinions on that sentencing. Too much. Like, I think there should be stuff added on to the sentence. Not like more sentence, but like more countermeasures. But...
he was not charged with any additional offenses related to the incident.
Oh, you think the ammo got stuck in it? But it was broken open. It was, the brake action was open. There's no cat, Kenny. Oh. Wait, what was that last
After
part?
his plea, Nathan Fry was sentenced to 12 years in prison. As
Memphis?
For Chris,
Oh, that's a nice dog name.
Any additional offenses related to the incident.
Okay, he wasn't charged at all. What, Boneless? Is Memphis, that sounds like a German Shepherd name. Used for a German Shepherd. That's a good one, though. It was sad, but it was a good one. All higher than a kite. So he thinks they're all high doing it. Yeah, weirdest group of witnesses. Nightmare blunt road. What? Who would... What? Yeah, the weirdest group of people I've seen. Imagine living in that house, pure nightmare in every way. Yeah. Yeah, recipe for disaster with the housing situation. She paid the ultimate price? Okay, that sounds like he's blaming her. I wouldn't blame her. Like, well, like they all have blame for like, you know, the housing situation, but sometimes you can't help it. But it's like it was just a coagulation of just terrible things. Did the witnesses emerge from a cave? I imagine the poor crap their neighbors have to deal with over the years. Oh my lord. I have, Kenny. I have. Don't you worry. I've told them all about it. Well, everyone's moving out in a year. Everyone's moving out of state. Issues because the thing's almost 100 years old. I have to pry out a spent casing from time to time. Add jail. Oh my lord, Kenny. Where is my music? I think that will be all for today. Wait. Yeah, the guy could have put the wrong casing in. I mean, if he doesn't know guns, I won't put past him to put like the wrong ammo in and it gets stuck. But that is all for today. I will be... What day is it? Wednesday? We're ending stream boneless. Ball yap for a little bit. That's probably... That probably could have happened. He did something to the gun and just made it worse. Yeah, especially if he, like, fell over on the bed. Yeah, he could have used it purposefully. Or maybe he was high. Who knows? We don't know. It's Garfield, Kenny. It's Garfield. Oh, then I bet they weren't using the right shell. It had to have been different then. Well, it's Wednesday, right? I might stream tomorrow, but 100% on Friday. There might be a little quick stream tomorrow, but who knows? It depends if I'm tired or not. You know, I gotta be up for it. So, I will be back Friday. And Friday... we'll probably draw and play video games Friday. If I had to guess. That's probably what we'll do. That sounds like a good plan. Draw and video games, and maybe a react. But that is all. That is all for today. So I will see you guys Wednesday. I meant Friday. Or tomorrow. We don't know yet. One of the two. Okay. Well, eat water, drink food. Good night, good morning, wherever you are. Have a good day. Have a good Thursday. No, shut up, Boneless. I saw that video. I didn't watch it, but I saw that. No. It's time for bed. We could react to that next time. If it's actually not like... Is it like bad? It's weirdly fun to... Okay, we'll watch that next time then. You just have to remind me. We'll watch that. Okay, good. Good. That's what I was gonna ask. So, I'll see you guys on Friday or Thursday. Bye. Good night. Good morning. Wherever you are. Have a good day. Drink food, eat water. whatever it is you do, keep being yourself. Good night, good night, good night, good morning, wherever you are. Bye, 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 bye. Ooh, a German sheepdog. Oh, that's really cute. Oh, 5 years old. I'd bet he's still active at 5. Enjoying this Midwestern goodbye. Okay, that's it. Bye, 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 bye. Okay, goodbye.